We are back, my little munchkins, my little crones, and my little chickens. So we're going to have a brief talk about Thomas. I'm going to have a brief talk about this movie, Bros.
Yes.
You all know that I love seeing movies and giving my opinion. Well, first started off, baby Crone, with the notes.
Okay, well, first off, to give a little bit of background for those that are unfamiliar with Bros. Bros is an LGBTQ plus movie.
No, she's wrong.
Okay.
It's an L. Wait, let me get it right. LBGTQQ plus.
Oh yes, I forgot.
Now, what that movie did, it taught me that. Because it was flashing everywhere.
Everywhere.
And if you wanted to see a movie that is about homosexual, and not the life actually, but the world.
Yes.
Because it just seemed like they were everywhere. The whole movie centered around it. There were a few straight people like family members.
Yeah.
But everything was in this movie was about gay. And it was so gay and maybe some lesbianism. But everything about it, it was a world I've never seen.
Yes.
And a world that I would have to become used to.
Yeah, it felt really colorful because
it was very
everybody
colorful.
Looked different, unique, expressed themselves in such different ways through their dress.
But they were all gay, and it was like a world. The movie was like a. They say that it's a comedy.
Yes.
I wouldn't call it a comedy.
No.
I would say it has some giggly scenes in it. Nothing in this movie made me fall out laughing. However, I'm not gay, so I wouldn't even know the gay humor of it.
That is true.
It's like a whole world. It's not much of what they say. Like, they call each other faggot.
Yes.
It's like they call us faggot, and baby Crone pointed out to me, for me to call them a faggot would be just like someone calling me a nigger. But they use it amongst themselves as if, I found that confusing. They did say something, I mean, it was so many things in it. It was like, if you have what it's like in a gay world, what it's really like to be in a gay relationship. It was very hard to watch because it's not my normal.
Yes.
I come from a heterosexual world because I really think this movie was really trying to teach you what it's like, show you, not teach you, but show you this is what it's like. So what this movie, so many things, but one of the things that I think that I've always felt this, but this confirmed this, is that the difference between a heterosexual relationship and a gay relationship, and I'm not even putting lesbian in it, I'm just saying gay and maybe bi. The main focus is gay. So since it's about the heterosexual, the difference is the sex.
Yes.
No matter what, the male can penetrate. A female cannot. Right? So that's the difference. And the male can penetrate both male and female. What an advantage. But because of that, and because they can share that in love making, along with other things. It's not just that, because the movie showed you it wasn't just that.
Oh, yeah.
You know, they showed you how some men just eat jack and off. But one of the things that also did, it just showed you that men aren't tied up with social things like we got to date 30 months. I mean, we got to date 3 months. Or this one, I'll kiss you on the third date. It's like if I see you, I want you. Wow. That is another way of life. I'm not saying that females don't do that, but I'm talking about this is almost every gay man were quick to get aroused, and I assumed that it was testosterone.
Yeah, because some straight men are just highly sex-like.
I think they all are, and especially when they're young, like these men are.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, they even showed you what it looks like inside of a gay club.
Well, I've been inside a gay club, but they were walking around. See, their lifestyles are different.
Right.
but they feel like we feel.
Mm-hmm.
They go through the same problems as we go through, just differently.
Mm-hmm.
They make love and feel great just like you and I.
Yep.
It's just different.
Mm-hmm.
And it's hard to look at something different on TV when they showed you that this was bad. This is taboo. So now you're looking at two men have sexual pleasure. It just looks weird, strange, especially if you've never seen it, or you're from a different era, or you're not open-minded. It could be shocking. It could be gross. It could be horrific. But and unless you have to grab the fact,
yes,
they're just like you and me. Mm-hmm. They feel what we feel. They have the same emotion. Yes. The only difference is they express it differently. I hope I did that good.
Yes, and what I found interesting amongst their relationship is that the males, well, specifically the two main characters in the movie trying to form a relationship, were always straightforward with each other, like no matter what. It was a little too honest, actually. It's not often you see men so open and honest about what they want and saying like, look, what are we doing? Like, are we just messing around, or are we trying to be a relationship?
Well, in that circumstances, what I believe, they were just two men. They both was like, I ain't trying to be attached.
Yeah.
It's like meeting somebody at a club. That's where they were, at their gay club. And it was like, he came up and liked them. And that's what they do. If I like you, I know you like what you doing. Want to go home with me? It's just like that. It would no way. If somebody approached me like that, I would feel mortified. I would feel like, oh my God, he want to overwhelm me. And I don't like it. So, and I'm not saying that women don't do it, but overall, I know a lot of women do not just want to go home and go and be intimate with a man they don't know and go all the way.
Yes.
All the way.
Like all the way.
I don't know. A little kiss pant and a little, but all the way. And these men go all the way and get up and thank you. Want to go out? No? Okay, bye. No. Yes. That just seemed like prostitution to me. And yet these men do it for free. It's like a gratification. It's like I'm walking down the street and I see a man, we like each other, I'm feeling it, he feeling it, hey, let's go knock boots, take it, and keep it moving. That cannot be me.
No, cannot, sorry.
That cannot be me. And I'm not just saying that gay men, like that, heterosexual men can be that way with women, and that's why I'm starting to think that it's the testosterone that drive them. If you was the seed bearer, you supposed to be planting seed. So it's like, I guess sometimes of the month is a more higher time than others, and some of them are very hot natured.
Yeah.
So I get it.
I mean, after all, in the movie there was a lot of more than two people having sex at a time in the movie.
Three, what they call it?
Coupling.
No,
thruppling.
Thruppling, right?
Thruple.
Or thruffle, the thruffle. But anyway, what did I think about this movie? I personally thought the movie was very informative.
Yes.
I thought the movie really opened my eyes. I found myself like this.
Yeah, most definitely.
I was like,
a little too raw. It's like we jumped right into their lifestyle.
Yeah, just coming and you in it and they making love, and even though it was tastefully done, this is not a cheap movie at all. That was another movie I was talking about. Go ahead.
But what I really liked about this movie was the fact that they tried to make, this is real, but they tried to recreate their view, their life, how they see things, and maybe there might be some true facts in there possibly about celebrity figures that they talked about. So it could just be showing you and opening up to you about more about how homosexuality isn't just a new wave. It goes back years.
Oh yeah, they were telling about Abraham Lincoln. They had a in the movie. They opened up a
LGBTQ plus history
museum to show you all the people that was gay. However, I think that's a wonderful idea.
We really should have that.
I really do agree with that. That was fascinating to hear that about Abraham, that was bisexual, and some say gay, some say bi, and some say, hey, they're not sure, but we know what time it was. And they named some people that you didn't know. So this was good. It really wasn't, it was a very good movie on a scale of 1 to 10. I would give this movie I'm not going to go first. I want you to give it.
Okay.
Give it your honest opinion.
Well, I give it a 10.
Well, I definitely will not give it a 10. Why would you give that is like, would you really give it Golden Globe?
Oh, no, not
Then that's what a 10 is.
Okay, then a 9.
Okay.
It doesn't deserve an award, but it was a really good movie.
So you really think that it deserved a 9? A 9. Think about it.
I thought it was
Could you watch this movie every day?
Oh no, I cringed at the sex scenes.
Why would you give it a 9?
Because besides that, it had good content.
We're not talking that. You're rating a movie, you're not eating a bag of popcorn.
Okay.
Just think about it like, you gotta look at it objectively. Like, okay, I did like it. Could I look at this movie 3 times in a row?
Oh no, then it drops down to a 4.
No, stop it. You can't do that. Why don't you go somewhere between a 7 or
because
8?
I'm just like, I am highly uncomfortable with the sex.
Then why would you give something a 9? Then you need to give it like a 5.
It could have really done without the sex scenes. Like,
I disagree.
Okay.
But it's okay. So because of the sex scene, what was so gruesome about it? You didn't see anything. You just used your imagination.
It's just uncomfortable to watch 2 people having sex.
No, say it. No, we're not talking about 2
Okay,
people.
well, it's
2
uncomfortable.
gay men.
Yes, having sex.
To see what?
2 gay men having sex.
I thought it was. I mean it. However, what if it's like for them to see us having sex? They may cringe.
Yes, they probably do.
And maybe if somebody was into that, beating somebody up and somebody was licking the blood, you would cringe. Mm-hmm. Or would you say, oh, that's interesting?
No, I would cringe.
Okay, so that's what I'm saying, is that many people would look at that and not cringe at all. However, I felt embarrassed. Mm-hmm. Like, because I can get shy. I felt shy, like embarrassed, like I'm looking at something I ought not look at. Or when they would just kiss each other, like they would just like a combustion go, it would be like, oh, yeah. It's only because I'm not used to seeing it. It is not my norm. Mm-hmm. And because it was so taboo just in the 19th century. Yes. And now we're in 2023, 23 years later, it's in my face. It's just, I think we just need time to catch up.
That is true. Just
keep making the movies. Mm-hmm. Here a little, there a little. But this movie was all about the a homosexual relationship. Just like if you was looking at a love story, as you would be looking when Harry met Sally. And everybody in the relationship, everybody in the movie is related to them. So you're living in gay world. Mm-hmm. I personally give the movie a 7. Why? I give the movie a 7 because I think that they did good. What I didn't like, they pushed, let me do it, LBGTQ plus in my face, and now I know it. I didn't like it was on the rainbows. It was like, it was what I call a gay movie. It was everywhere, flashing lights, Learn my name. Learn these letters. This is what they mean.
Yes, they even said it repeatedly.
I felt like I was looking at Todd. What's her name? Todd?
Yes.
A little bit. We're being taught. You will know these. What are they? Excuse me. L, G, B, T, Q plus. And what is the plus for? Anything else that's weird.
Yes.
Or queer, So I did learn that from the movie.
Yes.
So that had to been their attention. When you walk away, you will know those letters, okay? And rightfully so. Because to get there, it was a fight of the stone wall.
Yes.
It was a fight, and them to get their liberties was back in 1962, I believe it was, when this fight broke out. I was a little tiny thing, I don't know. So, was it in 1962?
I have to double check.
Well, either way, I think it was in 1962 or something like that, or it could have been in 1969, I don't know. But it was in the 60s. And this is when they got their first liberation. And as you know, when AIDS came in the 80s and swept all of this out, then they went back into hiding, and now we at another generation where it's out there. All I'm saying for me, what this movie has done for me, it did give me it was educational, and I know that I would have to get used to that life.
Yes.
Because it is the new norm.
Camera's getting ready to die.
So we thank you for joining. I hope you see Bros. We liked it. You may not. Like I say, it's not for everybody. It could be cringy because of the sexing, not because they did anything wrong at all. It's just love.
Right. I would like to add a few names of people we saw in there, like T.S.
And if it cuts off, that's all we're doing.
Yes.
Shout my little munchkins, my little cones, and my little chicken. P.S. Go.
Okay, P.S. We did like T.S. Madison.
She was
nice
in
to see him there.
Lawrence.
Yes, it was great to see him in there as well. I think those were the only real two people that stood out to me in the movie.
Little bloggers. Well, they're not bloggers anymore, but they were on Real Housewives. No, T.S. Madison is a blogger. So as a blogger, remembering her, and I remember Lawrence from the Housewives of Atlanta. So with that being said, it's good to see them out there doing what they do.
Yes.
Supporting
their community.
Supporting their community. Guys, look. Look at it. It's a really good love story. Because what happened, the guy thinks he's going to date him, but I let you leave the end.
Yes.
I thought the end was cute. Please, watch it. It really will open up your eyes and give you an idea. If anybody want to know, what is it like? How do they make love?
Yes.
What do they do? It answers everything. And I like the movie for that. So I'll give it a 7. And Baby Crone is going to give it a 6. Because, is that okay?
Yes.
Because of the sex scene. Because she's still a baby herself. It takes grown eyes to look at stuff like this, okay? So be prepared, look at it. It's a very good movie. Do I think it should have played in the movie? No, but I get the point. We gotta start somewhere.
Yes.
So by it being not a good movie, that's understandable. And I'm sure when they put it in there, they knew it. But it will be a hit on Blockbuster. Another thing that I want to say real fast is, if it was like Dharma was all gay too. But this is all gay, but about love. Yes. So they're just opposite.
You're right. Wow.
It's just two opposite movies.